Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, everyone. We would like to start the event now. So please proceed to your tables. It's okay. لا عادي انت خليك هون. It's fine. I don't want to change. Hello, everyone. On behalf of the organizing committee and University of Dubai, we are pleased to welcome you to the University of Dubai STEM Fair 2022 that is happening in line with the Arab Science Week. I would like to call Professor Wathiq Mansour, the Dean of College of Engineering and IT at University of Dubai, to give his welcoming speech. Okay, sorry. Please, Professor Wathiq.
Okay, thank you, Timmy. You cannot go upstairs, sorry. Thank you, Dr. Yasmin. And really, I would like to welcome you at University of Dubai. And the first thing that I would start my, addressing speech, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, علم الإنسان ما لم يعلم. صدق الله العظيم. I know some of you don't, maybe you didn't, some of you didn't understand the meaning of this ayah. The ayah meaning God taught human things that never been known by them. And this ayah is always, is a great ayah as all other ayahs in Quran, alhamdulillah. And the ultimate meaning of this ayah, it means that who is our teacher? Allah Azza wa Jal. So the God, he is our teacher. And we as a teacher, we're just a messenger of God. So we're delivering the knowledge from God. Another meaning, since Allah Azza wa Jal is our greatest teacher, it means there is no limit to knowledge. So, and we could understand it now, not like 100 years ago or 1,000 years ago. You could see it's happening now. The advances in every aspect of field of science, business, technology, engineering, you could see them. There are a lot of huge advances, especially in the last 80 years. And that's why you are here today. You are here today to get more knowledge from our expert at University of Dubai. So University of Dubai has got College of Business. We call it Dubai Business School. And we got the College of Engineering and IT, which I am honored to be the dean of this college. And in our College of Engineering and IT, we have electrical engineering program with 2 specializations in power engineering and communication engineering, in addition to master program in data science. Inshallah, we'll opening next year 3 new programs at the College of Engineering and IT, which is the undergraduate of computer engineering. I know nowadays computer engineering is, there are a lot of students are interested in joining it. So inshallah, we'll see many of you coming and joining our university. In addition to another 2 master program, Master of Electrical Engineering and Master of Cybersecurity. So I would like to, again, to emphasize that I would like to welcome you at University of Dubai. Inshallah, you will get a great benefit from our faculty member, experts, Dr. Yasmin Halawani. She's an assistant professor at our College of Engineering and IT. We have Dr. Sami. He's again assistant professor at the College of Engineering and IT, and they are specialized in applying artificial intelligence in various applications. We have Professor Amjad Ghanma. He's a professor in computer engineering. We have at the College of Engineering and IT, we have research labs as well. One of the prominent research lab at University of Dubai is Mohammed Baraj Space Center Lab. So this Mohammed Baraj Space Center Lab is the lab sponsored by Mohammed Baraj Space Center. And you know Mohammed Baraj Space Center. It's a center that's responsible for all space mission in UAE. And our team, we have Mina, researcher. She's going to teach you as well. We have Navneet, software engineering in the Mohammed Baraj Space Center team. And the Mohammed Baraj Space Center lab at University of Dubai, what we are doing actually, it's a kind of industry. It's not for education. So Mohammed Baraj Space Center, whatever they have, like, satellite images, missions like Moon rover, inshallah, I think next month, inshallah, will be launched to Moon. And this is again a production of Mohammed Baraj Space Center. And we are proud that also our team, head by Dr. Rida, she's working on the communication system between the rover and lander. So Mohammed Baraj Space Center will send lander and rover to the Moon, inshallah. And you will hear it in the news next month, inshallah. And our team at the University of Dubai College of Engineering and IT, we are responsible of studying, simulating the communication between the lander and the rover. Because in the Moon, the atmosphere is different, so they took everything in consideration. So Alhamdulillah, shukr, University of Dubai, advancing very fast, although we can regard ourselves as a small university, but we are very big in quality, in production of research, publication. Even we have a lot of collaboration with industry, like RTA, Huawei. We have also another research lab with Dubai Electronic Security. So inshallah, if you decide to join our university and our College of Engineering and IT, you will not just equipped with the skills that normally you get it in any other university, but plus the hands-on experience, the industrial certification, the practical experience, and most importantly, we encourage the entrepreneurship and innovation. So hopefully when you join University of Dubai, you will be graduated with your degree, with certificate, industrial certification, and hopefully you build up your startup company. And that's this is one of the vision of University of Dubai. I don't want to take more because if they allow me, I will take more than this time, but I'm really happy, glad to have you here. And inshallah, we'll do a lot of activities like this. Welcome to University of Dubai. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Wathiq. Now let's start with the main event with a talk about artificial intelligence and application by Dr. Sami Zaitouni.
Hello. Good morning, everyone. My name is Dr. Mohammed Sami Zaitouni. I'm an assistant professor in College of Engineering and IT in University of Dubai. Today, I will give you a brief idea about the research we do here and my personal research in AI and its applications. So basically, AI or artificial intelligence is the ability of machines to mimic the human brain. So similar to a human, we try to make the machine learn from experience, learn from patterns, learn from data, and then based on that learning, do certain tasks. This idea was there for a long time. However, due to the current advances in the computational power, we have now very strong computers, a lot of servers, a lot of computational power. So we are able to apply it in vast applications. So here in this talk, I will give you an idea about some applications that we do here, as well as my research with my collaborators. So in this presentation, I will give you some ideas of projects in remote sensing, which we do here in Mohammed bin Rashid Space Center Lab, as well as an idea about applications in surveillance data, and finally in biomedical engineering. So the first project I will talk about in remote sensing is semantic segmentation of roads and satellite imaging. So you know that all of you have in your mobiles Google Maps, right? So how do we draw these maps? It's very hard to do it manually. We have maps for all over the world. So one way to do that is to use the satellite images and use artificial intelligence in order to give us a segmentation of the streets. Where are the streets? How they are connected, right? So we can do that using artificial intelligence. For example, we have here a couple of images of complex streets. We have in the middle, the ground truth, which is used manually. We draw it manually. And finally, how our machine were able to draw it. So we can now use this in order to update our maps for our navigation. So every time we have a new data, we apply that and update our maps, right? And the more data that we have, the more accurate it becomes. Now, another project that we do in Mohammed bin Rashid Space Center is palm tree detections. So there is a great interest here in UAE about having a statistical knowledge of the palm trees. It's the most common tree in UAE, right? So one way of doing it, it's very hard to do it manually. So what do? We have satellite images of UAE, of all the regions in UAE, and then we train models in order for it to be able to detect these trees. And then we count them and we use that information for vegetation planning and so on. So one idea of doing that is to have segments of the trees in any image, and then we make the machine learn how does the tree look or how does the palm look like. Then at the end, we are able to apply it for new areas, new data that we got in order for us to know where there are trees and how many trees that we have. Another application is object detection. So we can use that as well for detection of objects such as ships as well as airplanes. So in order for us to have an idea about any area, how many ships there are, so that we have a statistical information as well as for authorities to have plans, whether it's in sea or in the sky, we can use satellite images, even live imaging, in order to detect these ships and these airplanes. So what do? We teach the machine to learn how does the ship look like from a satellite image, and then Every time we have a new image, a new scene that we need to get an information about, we apply that in order to detect the ships and the airplanes. One another application is oil spill segmentation. So you know that if there is any leakage in oil in the sea, it can be extremely harmful for the ocean life. So one way of that can help us to detect if there is any oil spillage in the sea, we can use satellite images to detect the areas that there is a spill in the oil. And then we can act based on that. So for example, here, you can see the image from the left. It's an image from a satellite. Now, what we try to do here, see this blue areas, light blue areas. These are the areas where there is a spillage of oil. So we use the satellite images to find if there is in any area spillage, then we can act on it to try to avoid any catastrophe. Now, another applications that we can use AI in is in surveillance data. So, you know, we have surveillance cameras everywhere, right? So especially in crowded places, like malls, like metro stations, airports, and so on. One very important thing is security. So personally, to monitor and try to act if there's any kind of activity that is not normal or someone is trying to do a criminal act, it's very hard to do it manually. So what do? We teach the machine for it to detect these people, analyze their motions, and identify if there is any kind of abnormal behavior, something that's not correct, someone is doing something bad. Or if we want to study for us to manage these crowds, especially in times where there is extremely pressure on a certain service, like in airports or in metros. So what can we do? We can have a machine that detects these people by detecting their heads, for example, their bodies, and then analyze their motion, how they are moving, how they are meeting together, if there is something irregular about their behavior, and then we can summarize it by knowing the kind of behavior that's happening in the scene. So this will help us to automate the surveillance system. Instead of having someone watch the surveillance video all the time for each camera. We have hundreds of cameras. We can't do that manually. So we use the machines in order to help us do that. Now, another area that we apply AI in is biomedical engineering and medical applications. For example, emotion recognition. I'm sure that all of you use snapshots and so on. You can see that there are some filters that know if you are happy or sad, depending on your facial expression, right? So in medical applications, we need to have an idea about if you want to monitor your health, your mental health. We all the time collect data from your body, like physiological signals like heart rate. We use the smartwatches to collect that, heart rate, skin temperature, and so on. Now we can use that as well in order for us to identify the kind of emotion that you are experiencing during your day. So in case you had any type of mental issue, this can help the doctor in order for them to monitor what you are experiencing and then give you a proper solution or proper treatment in correspondence to your experience during the day. So one way of doing that is through the physiological signals like heart rate and so on. And another way of doing it is through the visual signals, like in cameras. And these types of data, we use it to interact with machines. Now you can see that we have some robots that recognize your face and then react and interact with you based on your emotion. Now, here what I'm trying to do is, what if you don't like your face to be recognized by the machine? If you want it to interact with the machine, but without them knowing your face, you don't want to store your data. So here, one of the applications that I published is about recognizing your emotion from your body language. Because if you are experiencing certain emotions, your body language will change. There will be a certain sequence of reaction based on the emotion that you are experiencing. This is one way of getting your emotion experience. Another way is through the physiological signals. So this can be used for ongoing monitoring every day. So you can use the data from your wearables, from your smartwatches. We can train the program in order for it to collect your data, to have a personalized profile about you, and then to know if you are experiencing any kind of abnormal emotions, so that we know when that happened in the day and what's the cause of that, that we can treat you and help you to improve your mental health. Similarly, we can have an idea about your body language, as I talked about, through extracting with AI just the joints of your body instead of having your actual face. So this also can help us to analyze your emotions, analyze your data, at the same time preserving your identity. And another application is if we want to have a continuous monitoring for everyday's life, all the time. So we can use a full history of your data collected from wearables to have continuous monitoring for you as well, to know that in case you are experiencing or you are talking to certain people, that these people make you angry. So you know that in your history that at these times, for example, your emotions are getting high. For example, you are getting aroused, you are getting angry. That's how you can manage your day life better. So this as well can help you. Now, finally, I will give you the final example about depression. So mental health in general, it's hard to be diagnosed because it's based on subjective, subjective knowledge, or the subjective of the doctor who will diagnose you. It's like, how do we do the diagnosis in mental health? We do questionnaires. We don't have like certain symptoms that we see in the body in case we have, for example, depression. So the best way to do that is through questionnaires. Now, any human being who is maybe good at acting, they can manipulate these questionnaires. So it will make it harder for the doctors to diagnose you. One way of helping the doctors is to have pre-diagnosis by using your signals, your heart signals, maybe your EEG signals, your brain signals, in order for us to identify whether you are experiencing depression or not. This will help a lot psychiatric in diagnosing depressed people and other types of mental illnesses. As well, we have currently planning to do a research project on autism as well, to identify what's the difference between normal people and autistic people, and how we can capture that to help in the diagnostic process, as well as monitoring the patients throughout their life. And that's it for my talk. Hope that you learned something. If you have any question, feel free. I'll turn on the microphone.
Any questions?
Any of the medical or you are actually collaborating with
Yeah, and for example, in depression data, we has the help of Cleveland and Abu Dhabi to collect the data. So there are some private data that only we can analyze and give the results without revealing the patients. And there are some data that are available online that we can use to develop our methods. These technologies are still under development. So we use it as assistive tools. We can't rely on them like to occupy what the doctors do. But we would like to use them as assistive tools as well as monitoring tools. So the doctor sees you maybe once a week. But if they have a full history of your activities throughout the day, then they will identify where are the issues, where are certain activities happen to you or certain interactions happen to you, so that they know how to treat you better. Yeah. Sorry? Yeah. So monitoring. Right now, they are not using it. They are using like some applications like from smartwatches, for example, just to get an idea. But what we are trying to do, and there is a research step, is to advance these methods in order for them to use it as assistive tools later. Still worldwide, it's not reliable yet, but still we are trying to develop more and more tools in order for it to get the best reliability, that we have some kind of personalized.
So other than the University of Dubai, which other university?
I used to work in this with Khalifa University. Yeah.
Sign in. هلا هم
Any other question? Sorry?
ما شاء الله بس خلاص.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you,
When-
Dr. Sami. Hiya.
Which account?
Yours. You have Google account?
I have بس I already يعني start استخدمت امبارح. Can you log in?
وأنا already استعملتها امبارح.
That's the problem. Navneet, can you log in with your account?
So now let's start with some fun coding and simple exercises with Engineer Mina on the Grasshopper application.
Yes.
So can you please be seated around the PCs?
Just log in with your
Yeah.
Google account. Yes. Yes.
You did not start working on it.
No,
Okay, good.
that's the thing that I'm talking. Keep it like this.
Yes, thank you.
Most welcome. Should we start? هلا ابدا ولا؟ Yes. Excuse me, we want to. هم راح يضلون هيك طول اليوم. انتظرهم ولا احكي لهم؟
Students? Can you all please be seated so that we can start with the session? So for now, we will use the Grasshopper application on the PC, and for later on, we will use the Arduino. So please don't open the bags. The bags are going to be used for the next session, not for this one. For now, we will start with the coding session on Grasshopper.
Everyone, for the first workshop, you're not going to be using any of the components. It's only the PC, and you will see that there is a web page open for you. Just access the web page of a Grasshopper, okay? The components are for the second workshop, not now.
Okay, we are going to start the session for coding using a Grasshopper. As you can see from the slide, I think you are familiar with coding, some of you. There are different languages to work in coding. Can you please be seated so that we can start? Okay, we will start the coding session. As you know, coding, it's mean like whenever you give the computer some instruction to do some task, it will do it. And coding can be done in different language. For example, can be done in Python. Maybe you heard about Python, MATLAB, JavaScript, C++, etc. So today we are going to use one tool. It's written in JavaScript, and it's available like a web. You can use it as a web, and at the same time, you can download it on your phone and use it as mobile app. So why we need coding? Do you have idea why we need coding? Because coding will help us to how to deal with the problem and how to solve a problem. Whenever you learn coding, you are going to figure out some problem, and then you learn how to solve it. For example, the simple way of coding, for example, the robot. The robot has like a list of actions. And for example, if you want some robot to turn right or left, will do it, and it doesn't need the coder to be beside the robot. You can run it remotely because it has like a list of action. The same thing in gaming. If you are familiar with gaming and video game, it's like doing the same thing. So today, the session will be to work with the Grasshopper coding, as I mentioned earlier. It is in JavaScript. So on your desktop, you can see the tool is opened, right? Let me share the screen. I think it's not. Can you see the screen now? You can see the program. So we will start with using the Grasshopper here. You have to just understand the instruction and follow it to perform like certain. I think it'll charge. Sorry. Okay. So click on got it. If you receive like this notification message, got it, click on it, and then got it. Okay, until you see this screen. So what you are going to do here, if you can read on the left side, there is a French flag. There is, you have to do the same thing with the code. So you have to follow the instructions. For example, it asks you to use the Dropbox function in order to add 3 new boxes. One for the blue, and one for the white, and one for the red. We need to do the same thing. For example, here you can see it's a Dropbox for a blue and white, and there is red. So we need to do the same thing here. How we are going to do it? Can you see there is a list below? There is a Dropbox, there is a new line, black, blue, etc. You are going to use it. So for example, I'm going to click Dropbox here, and then I need to select the color. For example, I need to select a blue, okay? On the next line, I need to select Dropbox, and I need to select the second color, which is white. And later, I need to select the Dropbox, the third Dropbox, and I need to select, for example, red, okay? After I am done, I can, here it asks me in the instruction to add 3 new boxes. So how many boxes I need to add more? Okay, to draw the flag, I need to add other 3, okay? Because on the right side, you can see only the first row, the first line. So I'm going to press like a new line, and then Dropbox again. There is a blue, a Dropbox again. There is white, Dropbox again. There is the red color. If you are done with all of these, you can run your code and see the result on the right side, okay? So if you faced any issue, please let us know. Okay. Okay, so you can see now the flag on the right-hand side. If you are done with this tutorial, you will go to the next tutorial. Okay. Press, just click on continue. You see other flag. So here you have to do the same thing. For example, in order to complete this task, we need to, the first step is to add 2 new Dropboxes function, okay? With argument, the value between the 2 brackets. For example, I need to add this. So I have to Dropbox, and then I need to add yellow, okay? And then a Dropbox again, I need to have to add yellow again, okay? So how many line I added? I added 2. بعد هذا البارت؟ Okay. Okay, so I add these 2 lines, and after that, I need to add a new line in order to start the new block of color. So I need to select a new line, and then I need to add 3 more Dropbox for the blue. So which function I need to use? I need to use a Dropbox. For example, I need to use a blue, and then I need to do the same thing, a Dropbox for the blue, and then a Dropbox for blue. After I am done, you can see like Dropboxes for green and yellow and blue. You need to execute the code in order to see the result. So you need to run the code in order to visualize the result. You have to do the same thing with the old tutorial. Just do exactly what is in the instruction, follow it, and you will see the result. So that's all. If you have any question, please let us know. Thank you.
Hello all. I hope you really liked the coding session, and we're really very proud of you that most of you has already finished. We're really very proud of you that most of you has really finished session number 3 even, and you're also proceeding. But regarding the coding session, we are done. So the coding session is done. We need to move forward. So it would give me great pleasure to introduce our next speaker, which is Dr. Claude. He's an assistant professor in the engineering college at the University of Dubai, and he's going to talk about coding in general, sciences, technology as well. So please, let's all introduce and welcome Dr. Claude.
Is it afternoon or morning? Is it good morning or afternoon? Okay, good. Still, good morning, everyone. So, how are you doing today? They asked me to prepare something related to coding, related to maybe the fields of interest. My objective today is to show you what are the capabilities that we do, or the research capabilities, and also the teaching capabilities that we do at University of Dubai, and especially in the field of cybersecurity. Have you heard about cybersecurity? Attacks, hackers, bad guys online. Okay, so let's watch this video. What you see here on the video is a hacker or hackers who are controlling thousands of machines online real time. So this is a real-time attack. And the hackers actually, if you can see, they're trying to scan all the internet in a way, all the IPv4 space. Every machine has an IP address, right? So they are trying, you can see, trying to scan all the internet. It's like a thief going to knock on all the doors in all the houses in the world to see if they find any weak points. It's called vulnerability. And after that, if they found this weak point, they can try to hack or infiltrate or to do hacking, real hack on systems, on application, on mobile apps that you are using today, on systems, computer systems, on CCTV cameras, on these cameras. Any machine that has IP can be hacked. It's connected online. Someone can reach out to it, believe it or not. So my presentation is written in Arabic, but I'm going to be speaking in English. If you want the presentation version in English, I can send it to you. So this is about cybersecurity. How is it? We'll give an introduction on what is it, the terms that define these terms of cybersecurity, the cyberspace, hacking, how they overlap, what are the components that define security. And we'll talk about some more examples on the importance or the problem that actually allow us as cybersecurity expert to tackle them, right? We have problems, we need solutions. We need to find solutions or to solve some problems. We will talk about these problems. And eventually we'll talk about different types of attacks. And I'll show you some more interesting videos. At the end, I'll show you some of the research papers that we do. And of course, that involves a lot of coding in order to hack, but hacking for good, not for bad. So we hack a company, we ask them, we find vulnerabilities. If they are convinced, we can give them a proof of concept and they can give you a reward. A few months ago, Facebook gave $100,000 for just one bug that someone found it, like maybe you or me or anyone in this room. They found a bug. They give a reward for 350,000 dirham or 100,000 USD. So the hack is real. In UAE, in GCC, in universities, in school, have you experienced any hacking experiment online, or have you experienced any hacking case? So this is real. So hackers are between us. They can be anyone. These are not monsters or so. These are human beings like me and you. They're just doing something illegal or unethical. From our side, we are the good hackers or the ethical hackers who try to find or catch these malicious hackers, or we try to do their job first and tell people before bad hackers come and do the same and use it for bad. So all these are facts on cybersecurity events, maybe conferences, events, also budget, government budget a lot of money in this field. So if you work in cybersecurity, you have a big chance to find a job. Hopefully, if you graduate, we have a program in information system security, and soon we'll have a master in information system security. It will be a great asset for you to find a job. It's really in need. So more facts in UAE. I'm not gonna read them all, just to show you these are some real malware or malicious code or software designed by coders to do harm, to do bad stuff, not good stuff. You can read about them. Let me show you stuff that are targeting, for example, the Middle Eastern countries. Some of them target the UAE, GCC. Some of them target the government sector, industrial control system, nuclear power plant. Imagine there are malware that can go and sneak into nuclear power plant and try to steal information, give it to some other people, and try also to create some problems in the system and maybe explode the system. So imagine you have an explosion in a machine that belongs to a nuclear power plant. Imagine the consequences. So we have real problems. And this problem is actually because we are using all, do you have mobile phones? Are you allowed to have mobile phones? Not at school? At school as well? Okay, so we use a lot of data. We generate a lot of data. We call it big data. And it's everywhere. It's on social media, it's on cloud, it's on your mobile, right? On servers, on systems, on school systems. Many people actually target schools. Many hackers target schools, target universities. There's a possibility, each one of us can be a victim of a cyber hack. So we have a huge amount of technology as well that is supposedly giving service and help for people. However, it's being compromised and being hacked. And if you provide these smart technologies like Internet of Things, Industry 4.0, advanced coding, these are excellent for us if we are good. However, bad people can use it in the same way for bad. These are tools in general are available to everyone, bad and good hackers. So defining some of the terms, there are three terms that define actually information security or pillars of information security, like the integrity, the confidentiality, the availability. We'll give more examples later and give you some of the attacks that target these pillars. In this diagram, I show almost all of the concepts that may come with cybersecurity. The cybersecurity is a very broad field. It touches mobile security, internet security, network security, operating system security, mobile app development security, secure coding. It touches Internet of Things, smart TVs, right? Smart watches. Tomorrow we'll have smart fridges. They can all be hacked somehow. You know that people can hack smart TV. They can turn off the LED button. They can turn on the camera because usually smart TVs has camera and they can watch you at home. Watch your kids in their rooms. It happens. So there are a lot of concepts here: web, attacks, data, software, bugs. You heard about bugs, right? In coding, bugs, there's a potential threat when you have a bug because someone can abuse this bug and infiltrate your system. So Many also impact that can be physical, many threats that can come from natural disaster, from human mistakes. The number one threat to companies is a human mistake, employees' mistake. I'll show you a nice video on employees' mistakes. I'm gonna go skim through the top 15 threats based on some of the professional institutions like the ENISA in Europe. Number one is the malware, which is it's a software that is bad. That's malware. That's the number one threat today. So you guys, coders, in your hand is either good softwares or bad softwares that you can design. Okay? So web-based attack, websites. Whenever you have a website, you have to be online. Do you know a website that you cannot visit? You have to be online. You have to be present, and hence you need to be exposed to hackers. So hackers will find you easily. That's why it's number two. Number three, phishing. Phishing is not going to the sea and fish. Phishing is like similar, the same concept, but someone is showing you a website of a bank of Emirates NBD, ADCB, DIB, but it's not a real website of a DIB, ADCB, or Emirates NBD. It's just a fake website created, cloned. You put your username, your password, it's sent to the hackers, not to the access. Number four, web application. It's connected to number two because it's web-based. Web applications, mobile applications as well, right? Spams, you receive a lot of spams. Many people can be victims of spam. If you don't know what spam, go on your inbox. If you have an email, there's a folder called spam folder. It's usually to trick users to click on a certain link that is bad, to harm. Number six, DDoS, distributed denial of service attack. Allow me to give you a video to demonstrate what does this mean. But assume I'm on a radio station or on TV. I have one of the phone numbers of, let's say, Mr. Ahmad. I will go online live where thousands of people listen to me. I will tell them, whoever calls this number, Ahmad, he will win ticket to watch the World Cup, let's say. How many people will call Ahmad at the same time? Hundreds, maybe. Ahmad will not be able even to receive one call because his system will be down. That's a denial of service. Okay, there are many types. We'll give you examples later. Identity theft. Someone is stealing your ID online. It's like log in with your username and passwords on the school or university website, or use your credit card. Your credit card is under your name. If you use it online, it's an online fraud. It's an ID fraud. Data breach. Source code is usually connected to a database. Hackers like data. Facebook, TikTok, all social media, they have assets, the data. This is their value, the data. Okay, hackers always look into data. This is where the money comes from. Marketing, advertisements, all comes from data. Everybody needs data. Number 9, insider threat. Someone within the employee, within the university, within the school is doing something bad. That's very difficult because you trust your people, right? If you have an employee's threat, then it's a big issue because he already has access to the network, to the system, to the application, to the softwares. Botnets. Botnets in Arabic it's like robots. So this is in general one bot master controlling multiple bots. Similar to the map I showed you, one hacker or multiple controlling multiple thousands of machines. You can go on game servers and control these machines. You have channels. Every time you join a channel, you have many people inside. Every time you go on a group email, you have many people inside. You can create botnets. Physical manipulation, damage, theft, and loss. If you have the best secure system online and the best security cameras you have, this doesn't mean that if you leave the door open, someone will come and take physically the device, right? They can just steal the device. So this is also the physical impact or the physical security is something very critical. Information leakage. Information leakage could be caused because of bad coding. Okay, information leakage could be someone from insider as well. Ransomware. Have you heard about these attacks that go and encrypt your machine and you cannot access your data unless you pay by Bitcoins? This is real. This is the #1 threat today. And ransomware is the one type of malware, which is #1. Cyber espionage is spying, usually between governments. This is the dirty games. It's like movies, when you watch movies. And cryptojacking is similar to when someone steals your Bitcoins, you pay, you don't get your stuff, etc. Let's see this type of attacks called social engineering attack, and it can be caused of people who do not know how to handle technology or mistakes from an IT support on the phone. It's called phishing, this attack. Sorry, I think it was too loud.
My interest to hack me with this team, but they're going to hack me using social engineering, which is essentially hacking without any code. They just use a phone and an internet connection.
We help people with human security issues by testing vulnerabilities for like a network test, but it's for the people network. We test those vulnerabilities, see where the holes are, and then help people learn so they can patch them.
Can we try some of this? Can we try some?
Yeah,
See if it works.
we probably could have our star Visser make some phone calls.
Let's do it.
Sure. You want to do a sample phishing call?
What's phishing?
Phishing is voice solicitation, and basically what you do is you use the phone to extract information or data points that can be used in a later attack.
Let's do it. Who are you going to call?
Maybe I'll call your cell phone provider and see if I can get them to give me your email address.
I bet they're good. I bet they have my back. But yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna spoof from your number, so it's gonna look like it's coming from you.
Okay.
Hi, I'm so sorry. Can you hear me okay? My baby, I'm sorry. my husband's like, we're about to apply for a loan and we just had a baby and he's like, get this done by today. So I'm so sorry. I can't call you back. Log into our account for usage information and I can't remember what email address we used to log the account. I used mine and can you help me? Awesome.
In just 30 seconds, Jessica gets my personal email address.
Now, if I needed to add our order on our account and make changes, how would I need to go about this? You would have to send me a secure pin through a text. Yeah, well, the thing is, I don't think I'll be able to receive a text message if I'm on the phone. Oh, I'm not here. So I thought when we got married, he added this account.
Jessica used my girlfriend's name and a fake social security number
5127.
to set up her own personal access to my account.
Wait, I'm sorry, so there's no password on my account right now. Can I set that up?
She even gets the support person to change my
Thank
password.
you so much for your help today.
So she just basically blocked me out of my own account.
I'll get her set up. Thank you.
Holy shit. So they just gave you access to my entire cell phone account.
You're gonna have to go on and change your password now because it's Jess, my name.
And all it took was.
So you see how easy it is to hack? You don't need to be a hacker. Sorry for all the coders. Sometimes you don't need to be a good coder to be a hacker, but you need to have the brain of a coder to hack. Okay, so I'm not gonna run this YouTube video also on the denial of service attack. Just wanna go into some of the research, some of the black and white papers that we write. So this is a paper we wrote a long time ago on the darknet. This is not the dark web, deep web, where some people can sell online drugs or guns. Darknet, these are sensors that we deploy online to monitor the activities of hackers. Remember, we are the good hackers. We try to catch these malicious activities. So if we are one of the victims that are on the map, if the hackers reach out to us using this IP space scan, we may reach out to us and we are monitors. We can tell that this guy is doing something malicious. And so we can detect, we can block, like the IP, we can take mitigation actions. So we identify different technologies in darknet like graynet, IP gray space. We do a lot of internet monitoring actually to catch bad hackers. The other work that I wanted to share with you, we published it was accepted actually a few days ago in the top 5 security conference, world cybersecurity conferences in US. And it's about hacking electrical vehicle management system. So do you see these chargers for electrical vehicle? It's connected to the internet because the owner of the car will go and check his car usage, how much he's consuming power, how much he's how much he paid for power, how much what does he have in his database. So it's a complete, fully fledged electrical vehicle management system for users who have electrical cars. So we were using some techniques through hacking, through writing codes to find these vulnerable systems online by doing some scans and correlating our scans with some of the databases that have bugs or vulnerabilities. And we could have proof of concepts of attacks. And just to give you an idea of the victims, examples of victims that we find online, like Schneider Electric. So you see, big companies might have also issues in their systems. Facebook, Google, right? All these big companies in tech, they may have bugs in their systems. So if you look well, if you're a good coder, you can really spend enough relatively good amount of time on finding bugs, right? And try to fix them and maybe sell this information or give this information back to the victim so they can fix the bugs before it's too late or some bad hackers come and use the vulnerability. So let me just scroll down to give you an idea about some of the results. It shows all the steps that we do for the hacking, from the discovery, which is the scan, and the security analysis. It also shows all the math behind, and it also shows the victims that we found online, the countries they have, and how many. So we found thousands of hosts that are vulnerable online, and they are all belongs to big companies like Schneider Electric. I don't know all the companies here, but I mean, some of them are located all over the world. They're located all over the world. So I think I'm gonna stop here. I took a bit more than 10 minutes. I hope you enjoyed. If you have questions, I'll stay here for maybe 15 minutes, or you can reach out to me. That's my email address. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for the interesting talk. And I hope that he did trigger your interest for cybersecurity to proceed with it in your life. Now, for the second workshop, it's gonna be a competition between you. The competition, in that competition, you will be building a prototype. Now, the first to have a prototype working in 45 minutes, he will be the winner. This workshop will be led by Saif. He's our talented engineer to be. He designed this prototype, so you can imagine the simplicity of the prototype. However, if you don't have good team working skills, you will not be able to finish it on time, because you will split yourselves into 2 groups. One will handle one part of the prototype, and the others will be handling, for instance, the software part and the hardware part. Now, to support you during this competition, we do have a supporting team. We have Amir. Can you please hold your hand? And we have Yasin, and we have Abdullah. So we have 3 working around you. They are fully aware of the setup and the prototype. So please, if you need any help, just ask them. And now I'm gonna leave the floor to Saif. He will introduce you to the workshop and to himself. Here he goes. Joy.
So hello everyone, and today I welcome you to the second workshop of the Dubai University Science Fair in parallel with the Arab Science Week. So today, as we all know, there will be a challenge to see who will be the first to finish building and operating a prototype two-wheel drive robot cleaning car. And so I think now we will start. So now, as we all know, in your kit you have motors and like the car kit, as well as an ultrasonic sensor and multiple other components. So now for the building process, there are you have your steps in the PowerPoint, or you could follow me for the Arduino. And for the flow of the workshop, it would be preferred for each team to split into two groups: one to build the car. One to build the car kit and the cleaning system, and the other to build the Arduino system. So you could. Okay.
Everyone, you have to listen to Saif to understand what you are doing. It's not gonna work if you don't listen to him, okay? First of all, there is a PowerPoint on each PC that explains the thing in case you need to follow the steps through the PowerPoint. At the same time, Saif will do the steps in front of you. So if in case you didn't understand any of the steps, he will do it in front of you, okay? And also we have the video displayed here on both screens, so please follow him. Otherwise you will not finish it. Listen carefully to Saif.
So first thing you have to do is to download the program of your Arduino, which is this board. So you're going to have to connect the USB cable, like the USB-B cable provided, the USB-B to USB cable. And then, okay, and then you're going to use them. So the program is there on the PC. All you have to do is to upload it. By that, you just you first open. There is a file named Arduino on the desktop. Okay, and so from there, you are there's a folder called Arduino, and in it you will find your system.
Aziz, they need you. They need the password. This group. Again, password. Okay, Aziz is going to go around for the password. They need password also.
They don't need actually. They just put it like firewall exception. Doesn't matter.
Okay. So for those of you who require the password. Okay, so for those of you who can't access the Arduino code, the Arduino sketches, password, you can take out your sensor shield V5, this part, and then you're going to first plug in the ultrasound. Okay, so I've been asked to repeat, so I will so anyway, the first step is to open the Arduino sketch and to upload the sketch on the Arduino. Like once you open the sketch, there is this arrow at the top, like under options. You click on the arrow which says upload, and you're going to wait for it to compile and upload the sketch. If it shows you an error, like it is you just have to go to tools and then you check it, go down to ports, and then you select the serial port. The serial port is the port you choose. So once you do that, there shouldn't be any errors. What? Oh yeah, the wire.
Where is it?
And for 12, like it's here, like this, and the B is the column.
Okay, you can show it here.
Yeah.
Just put it here.
Yeah, and here it is. You can look at the zoom. It has to be in B12. Like the column says B and the row says 12. Though you don't have to plug it into 12, just all you have to do is to plug it into the B column. Okay, so once the VCC is plugged in, you're going to have to connect the ground ports.
You have to wait for them.
So you will connect the ground ports into G12.
Okay, you need to make sure. This way.
So now we will connect the echo port, the one that is next to ground, and that will go into S12.
By the way, those steps are there in the PowerPoint. Just go to the steps part. It's written step by step.
And then you're going to want to plug the trick port into S13, the one next to S12. And so your ultrasonic sensor is fully connected. And now we will, before we put it on the graphic, we also want to connect the motor controller and then. So now we will connect the motor controller. Now we will start connecting the motor controller. So as you see, this wire is connected to the plus 5 volts on the motor controller. So you're going to connect that to P2. And then we are going to connect the EMD port to S3. Okay, and so once you connected the ESC port and the 5-volt port, you will connect the in 4 ports, the with 4 ports, into S2. And then the input 3 ports. Into S4. And input 2 ports. In S5. Input 1 port.
Safe. Let's wait a little bit. Okay, everyone. So far, we have connected the ultrasonic, right?
Yes.
So we are done with the ultrasonic. So take a look. Maybe shift it backward. I can't. Why it's not showing? Yes. Note that the steps are there in the PowerPoint with the pin number that you need to connect. Okay, so now what's after the ultrasonic?
Motor controller, which you connected most of. So now we will connect ENA, the ENA port, which is the final port into the pin 6. So once you have connected everything into the sensor shield, you will unplug your Arduino from the step and computer, and you will place the sensor shield on top of the Arduino.
خلاص 32 minutes. Yeah, it's fine. ممكن نضيف 5 دقائق لأنه قصة الباسورد هاي ما Okay, so now, as you saw, Safe, he placed the components on top of the car. Did you see the ultrasonic and the motor, right? The motor controller. So now, for that, you may need this step. So we're just gonna distribute it on you to place it on top of your car, okay? So Amir, Yassine, Amir, Yassine, yeah, come and help with the tape part. This is to place your components on top of the car, okay? Yeah, thank you. لا هم لازم بس نرفع طاولة ثانية. Yes. ايش ناقص؟ Okay, so now we'll proceed.
Okay, okay, so now we started taking the ultrasonic sensor. So the ultrasonic sensor will be mounted with the wires down, and using the provided installation tape with the tape back of it.
This is the easy part. So you're only gonna place the ultrasonic in front of the car, okay? With a tape, that's it.
Just so you know, and for building the car, it's not to get the battery cage included in the car with like a big battery cage. So with the low cage that. The big battery cage. Okay, so now what is the start? And for those who are experiencing trouble with the motor controller, like and the lack of pins, there are two surfaces on the side that should be removed from this area. So now I will start to connect the batteries and the switch. So first I will connect the motor controller. So we're going to place the battery around here. Along with its okay. So there should be a switch that's already on the battery clip, and so that you will put this hole here. To place the switch here, and so the positive wire is the switch will place it at the side. Okay, and so now we're going to have to connect the switch. For these okay, so after the positive wire and the wire coming directly from the battery should go in the middle, and if you did not successfully, that's how you should turn on the
Now, everyone, if you are doing it the right way, you should have a light. See? It's lighting. Can you see? He plugged it in, and now the light is on. I can't help you, unfortunately. Just show them again.
So now we're going to connect the battery cage for the Arduino itself, which is very
Just check the order.
So now, once I turn the circuit on, the motor should start spinning, which means that it is completely done. So when I put the sensor, it will just move in the opposite direction for a while and then go back to the same mode. But unfortunately, if I make it right now, it could go off the desk very easily, so I don't want to do that. As you can tell, it's incomplete. So now I will turn it off.
Okay, everyone. For safe, he's already done with the setup. Okay, and now if you switch on your car, it should start working. How much time we have? Okay, so you still have 20 minutes. If you're still struggling, okay, you still have 20 minutes.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for working so hard. I wanted to tell you that we have around 10 minutes left, and then the competition will end. So please try to wrap up your design. We have 10 minutes left.
Okay, everyone. 2 minutes, and then we'll go around the tables, okay, to decide who's the winner, okay? The best will get the prize. Okay, everyone, so we need you to sit down, hands off, and sit down. Hands off. Please. Okay, so now if you're not gonna stop, we're not gonna consider your setup. So please sit down. Sit down. Okay? And Safe will rate your design. Okay, he will check your design and to see which one did the best. Where are you, Safe? Okay, so let's start with team one. Team one's over there. Do we have we have this one? You can just grade them out of 10, okay? The best one should get 10.
Can I help with grades? No problem. I mean, I'm fine. So everyone can stop now. So I will start checking all the projects. So are you done with the car? Fine. Okay.
That's
not moving. We had a problem. There are some parts are missing.
No, yeah, no.
Okay.
We checked this. He checked this morning. Everything is fine.
He told
Yes.
us, he told us that there's supposed to be something here, but it's not.
fine.
No, I never said. You just have to use super glue carefully so that it doesn't go in the motor. It can go in. But anyway, the competition is done. But it doesn't run. You should have put the Arduino below the shield, or at least the car would have worked.
So the car doesn't work here.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. But what about the connection? Is it correct?
The connection.
So when it comes to the connection, this is which team is it?
Okay.
Team one.
Team one. Okay. Okay. So the connections are correct on team one.
Okay. So connections are correct. Car is not moving.
Yes, and the Arduino is not installed. The Arduino Uno. Okay, so the motor functions, but this doesn't turn.
That's not our.
Okay, so the motor is fine.
Okay, so I think
Wait, if you just put super glue here, then won't it start moving?
yeah, it should start moving, but the car doesn't move. You should have pressed the Arduino. So
Okay, so the car not moving.
This is just.
Okay, that's that. That's
okay.
that's enough. Let's check
Okay.
the second. Hands
So-
off, or we're not.
Hands off everything. Everybody stop working. So, okay, I will check the car.
Your car move?
I don't think so. Okay, so show me. Does the car move? No. What measurements?
We couldn't put these through because it doesn't fit.
I know, but yeah, you should do anyway.
We tried it and it didn't work.
It's fine. It's fine.
So is the motor working? Like, is it just spinning? Okay, it is. Same thing as group one.
Same thing as group one?
Yeah, team one, same thing here.
Okay, so this is same as group. This is which team? 0.
Yeah, team two.
Same thing?
Yes, car not working. Okay. So moving on to team three. And does the car function? السيارة شغالة.
السيارة اشتغل بس البطارية ما شغلت الكنترول. شوف الضوء ضعيف.
ضوء ضعيف. طب هاتوا ثانية.
No, it's fine. Is the car
And
working?
this one also, it's working.
No. Okay.
And it's fixed now.
So 1 second. Let me just bring a battery. You're saying that there is battery issues? Okay, I'll bring a battery. A second. Okay, so I'll come. Okay, so I brought another one. Should work. I mean, this one was the one out of my car, so there should be no battery issues. Is the Arduino on? No?
Wait. Does the jumper here have to do with anything with that?
Oh, wait a minute.
The jumper here should be.
So that is.
The black one.
I mean, it's technically connected, right? I don't know. But this, but there must be something wrong.
The connection is correct, right?
No, connection, all connections according to the video.
Yes, it's correct. But this is the battery that I used on my car, and my car works.
Okay,
No, I'm talking about the jumper here.
Yeah.
Jumper, should we remove?
This one.
Which jumper?
Here,
This one. No, shouldn't remove it.
Then it's probably the problem with this one. I'm not sure why. It's not.
Maybe from the motherboard, but every connection is correct, and even for this one.
And the Arduino itself isn't turning on either.
So either it's not really working, or because if it works, the motors would be turning right now.
Yeah.
Even if it's like wrong direction.
Yeah, they should be turning. Software? Yeah, there are power issues. This is power issue. Well, what is the USB-B cable that you use? I'll try to plug it in the computer. Yeah, okay, so give it. Yeah, okay. If it's working, it should power on. Yes, they are, because it's technically correct.
Technically correct. Okay, so team 03.
Because it's technically correct.
Yeah.
It's technically correct, guys. It's technically correct.
Okay.
And the cable fell out, and we need a bit more of weight ballast, and we didn't get enough time to touch this.
That is nothing working.
Huh?
Nothing.
Nothing? Nothing correct?
Nothing.
It's what?
1 second.
Guys, it's on.
Okay, but the motor isn't running.
It's connected, but it's not working.
Yeah, but it's not working. It's still wrong.
It's fine.
Anyway, go that team. So this is team 5. That's team 6.
Team 5.
That's team 6. Okay.
Oh.
Does the car function?
Huge fan.
Not exactly. Just show me.
It was about to function, but like not.
Good, good. Just turn on the motor controller.
Right. Yeah.
That was supposed to be that way. Yeah.
One of the motors
Supposed to
has
be
2
like that.
wires, the other one has 1.
That's why
it doesn't look like it's
Oh,
that
sure.
way.
I think that was ripped off.
No, I mean,
Yeah, okay, so
because you look-
does one motor
each
work?
each motor is supposed to
I
have.
know. So anyway, so the car is not working. Okay.
What does it say?
The car is not working.
Correct. Is it better than
Yeah.
0102?
No, I think it's the same.
Okay, so this is 05 is 06 is same.
Okay, so now team 7. Okay, so you can show me. Doesn't matter if the car works then. Okay, so the car is working. It's reversed, but it's working. Reversed, but it's working. Okay. Technically, it's working in reverse, but it's working. Okay. And the connections are correct. Yeah.
Just this thing's clogged.
No problem. But the cables are reversed anyway. And what about the motor?
The motor,
The motor
is
working, but the thing is way too
the motor is working, but yeah, you see
okay.
it's working.
Connection is correct.
Connection is correct. The car is running, بس الcables reversed تاعين الموتورات. Reversed.
Okay,
the
so
car
one
يعني instead of
technical
moving
problem.
drive, it's moving reverse and
It's
then
fine.
okay.
It's fine.
It's fine. That car is working. As for here, how is it going? Okay, the car is not running. The car is definitely not running.
The program worked, but the assembling took time.
Yes, but the connection is correct, but the Arduino Uno should be like you should have placed this on the Arduino and then
So
probably would have
they
worked.
are worse than 0102.
No, they were the same thing.
Same thing?
Yeah, same thing.
What happened? Oh,
It's no problem. How about you? Is the car working? Oh, sorry. So sorry. Is the car working? Show me.
You told us to do this, and
Yes.
they put this one instead, but the time finished, we couldn't.
Yes, because you didn't connect this on this. You didn't put this on top of this. So the car isn't running. Okay. The connections are correct. Okay. Group 1 وجروب 2 زيهم.
نفس الشيء.
And that's the end of it. Is there still group 10?
Group 10, the owner of it is fine.
What?
The owner of the item is
Professor
fine.
safe, thank you. You will be a great professor one day.
Is your car? I'm not sure really. I guess so. I think yes. Because nobody worked. You're the only one who actually made a work. Okay. What? Oh, we already checked that.
Yeah. No, we said if you touch it, you are out. They didn't touch it. خلاص, it's fine. It's fine. So now the winning team
It's 7. The car is moving. 7 is the only group with the moving.
Okay, so we have also working. The sensors are working when you put your hands.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. I'm sure of that. Yeah.
Tell them. Say thank you, everyone.
Okay, what? What?
They will take the tips out so we can have the winner.
Okay. يعني أبدأ أنظف بالمنطقة. نظف كل شيء. اوكي نو نيد. الوحيدين اللي عندهم سيارة شغالة يصيروا هم مسوين كل شيء.
على الطرف.
Okay, so thank you everyone.
we're gonna wait for Professor Wathaq. He's gonna come to give the award to the winner, okay? He's coming, he's on his way.
Okay, so thank you everyone for participating, and now I will be announcing the winners, which is Group 7.
مبروك مبروك.
Pleasure, pleasure.
What's up? I'll give him a. This guy has to hold. This guy has to hold. Come on, Professor. Hold on. Go there, go there.
Get it.
You won by a million.
You have a bright future, kids. Okay, okay.
Okay. Excuse me. Now we will announce the raffle draw. 6 people, right?
Yes.
Okay. So there will be 6 people. Now I'll start pulling them. 54. Yeah, number 54, come. Who's 54?
The numbers you took when you came in.
54, 54. 54. Okay. 13. Okay. 48.
Come on, next.
Okay.
The winner, please come on stage.
10.
هاي واحدة أخذها.
Okay.
You do what? 48?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
50.
هذا رح يكون ثالث كمان 3.
Okay.
ضايل 3 صح؟ 4.
41.
41.
Okay.
ضايل
45. 45.
خلاص we're done.
Okay.
خلاص
45 أول واحد.
Yes, 45.
Okay, we have 45. Yeah. كان 45.
مبروك. يلا. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for coming and participating, and we are really sorry for the delay. Really sorry for the delay, but it was out of our hands. Thank you so much, and see you next time, inshallah, next year.